It's Folk Friday time coming at you from New Jersey. It doesn't look like New Jersey, but it is New Jersey. And I am officially on tour, so that's pretty cool. Love being on tour. And we're checking in. We're having a good time. It's Folk Friday. I'm going to make sure folks are seeing me and hearing me okay. And then we're going to get rocking for Folk Friday. If you are just popping in, please feel free to let me know you're here. And would love to catch up with y'all. It's been a couple weeks. So I'm happy to share some stories about the Southwest trip where I went back to Shanto and saw the Grand Canyon and just really had a blast. It was an awesome time. So been enjoying that and happy to share some stories with y'all. And let's see who is here. All right, we've got Megan, wonderful, good to see you, and Don as well. Hey there, Don. Abraham, good to see you, Abraham. Happy Friday. And howdy, Megan, so good to see you. Glad that we are back rocking on Folk Fridays and doing great. Awesome. All right, let's get some music going and see if we can get this Folk Friday kicked off right. We're going to start with Long Way Back to Shanto because I've got some really fun stories to tell you about Shanto in the Southwest. So let's get going. Long Way Back to Shanto.
Got Canyon powder all over my shirt. $7 to my name. Both my boots are filled with dirt. Now I'm cold as hell. Well, it's a long way back to Shanto, but I'm ready to ride. Those miles for breakfast, chase them down with the wind. Nobody knows where I am. To tell you the truth, neither do I. I haven't seen a single sign of a soul today. But I'm ready to ride. Kiss the first face I see, make it back alive. I could drink the sweat running down my cheeks. I would, yeah, you know I would. I could eat the dirt clinging to my skin. I would, and you know I would. 'Cause it's a long way cheeks, I would. Yeah, you know I would. If I could eat the dirt clinging to my skin, I would. You know I would. 'Cause it's a long way back to Shanto, but I'm ready to ride. I'm gonna keep on riding these old canyon roads till the day I die. Till the day I die.
All right, that was Long Way Back to Shanto. And Sarah is here from Shanto. Yate, Sarah. So good to see you. She's at the Main Street Trading Post. I love it. So I had an absolute blast in Shanto when I was there a couple weeks ago. Saw some former teachers and some amazing staff there, and it was good to take a photo by the Shanto Bear. Let me see if I can show that photo to you. And it was a really cool time to be back. I taught there for 3 years, right out of college. So that was a very formative experience in my life, you could say. And here it is. That's the Shanto Bear right outside the school. And it was great to be with good folks that, I learned a lot from, and definitely learned a lot more than I felt like I taught out on Shanto. And it's been a couple weeks since I've seen you here on Folk Friday. So welcome, everyone. And Genevieve is here. Hey there, Genevieve. And Judy is tuning in from Fort Collins, Colorado. Martha May, what's up? Tour is going great. Thanks, Martha May. So I flew into Albuquerque and then went to Santa Fe, Taos area, and then drove over to Monument Valley and stayed in a hogan out there, which is beautiful. Woke up to the sunrise with native flute and drum and guitar. It was beautiful to connect with the person whose property it was, and got a Navajo taco and Gouldings in Kayenta, and then went to Shanto and Antelope Canyon and Page. It was pretty special, so it's all good. Thanks, Amy. Checking in, we've got Martha May saying, Happy Mother's Day weekend to all you beautiful mamas. Yes, indeed. I think my mama is here as well, so happy Mother's Day. I am very grateful for the mothers out there, especially mine, for bringing us into the world. And Nicole is here. Happy Folk Friday, and hello all the fellow levitators out there. What is in a Navajo taco? That's a good question, Megan. So a Navajo taco is a big piece of fry bread, which is like dough fried in either Crisco or lard. And if you got bluebird flour, then that's the top. And then essentially it's like beans, salsa. You can put black olives, you can put onions, you can put lettuce, you can put sour cream, you can put cheese on there. Pretty much anything that you might put into a taco. But it's usually veggie, but you can put kind of like beef on there, you can put chicken, you can put whatever, and it's just like this big, delicious fried meal. It's like 3 meals in one. So that's a Navajo taco. It's all good, Irene. I am in New Jersey. And I've got a show tonight. It's called the Folk Project. So I'm in Morristown, New Jersey. And it's at Morristown Unitarian Universalist Church tonight. So that'll be cool. And then I've got a show tonight in New Jersey. I'll be in New York tomorrow, and then Connecticut, and then Pennsylvania. So we're moving and we are shaking. Linda, so good to see you. Hello, Linda. And I hope you're doing well. Lots of love and levitation your way. I'm sharing stories from the Southwest, and so we've got a little bit of a Southwest theme going. So let's listen to Shy Desert Morning before I tell you some more stories from Navajo Nation.
Rising up to see, I'm finding out just fine who I am. I'm looking out, yeah, of my own desert home, checking all those creatures passing by. And as the way back to your heart widens all the time, it's the first soft light of the shy desert morning that reminds my blood to come alive. Don't take me downtown with these worn out shoes. There's no place for my bag, I'm heading out. Hey. I don't need no news, there ain't no use for that where I'm going. And as the way back to your heart, it widens all the time. It's the first soft light of the shy desert morning that reminds my blood to come alive. Don't take me downtown. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. I've been away for too long. Don't make my bed for me, 'cause I'm seeing it through this time. My own company. And as the way back to your heart, well, it widens all the time. It's the first soft light of the shy desert morning that reminds my blood to come alive. Don't take me downtown. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, 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 no. Shy desert morning, I can see you coming through. Your light's gonna shine and light the way to you. Shy desert morning, and I know you got something to say. I've been waiting all night, so come on and light up the way back to your heart. It widens all the time. It's the first soft light of the shy desert morning.
Yes, Shy Desert Morning. What a tune. I wrote that song pretty much the first time that I drove out to the Four Corners region. I packed up my car and I left from Indiana, where I was going to school. And I'd never really been out there before, so I drove all the way through the night and I found a space near Canyon de Chelly. I drove in for the first time to the Navajo Nation through Canyon de Chelly and saw it was at nighttime, so I hadn't really seen it. And then the next morning, I saw my first desert sunrise, and that's where Shy Desert Morning was written, which is pretty cool. Genevieve asks, what years did you teach at Shanto? Yeah. Oh, thanks. Appreciate you, Genevieve. So I graduated university 2005. So I taught in Shanto from 2005 to 2008. Had my first semester as a student teacher in 2005. Then I stayed for 3 years in Shanto. And basketball coach, soccer coach, 8th grade. I was chatting with Treva about how funny it was when I was the 8th grade sponsor. I was essentially, 22 years old, 23 years old, and the main teacher organized this trip of the entire 8th grade class to go to California on a bus. And at the last moment, maybe like 4 days before, he said that he couldn't do it. So he handed me a notebook and he said, you're going to go and you're going to take these 30, 40 8th graders with you to California for this 8th grade trip. Good luck. And I was like 23 years old. I had help from some parents and some teachers, but it was an amazing experience. It was very cool. And we bussed all the way out to California, went to Universal Studios, went to Medieval Times. It was really awesome, but just one of the fun stories of Shanto. Andrea, that one is released. Shy Desert Morning is out. It's on my Four Directions project, and you can find that on my website. And it looks like this. It's got the Four Directions from. Yeah, I learned this. The sun comes up in the east, and then each direction has a color and a sacred mountain and a story. So I wanted to incorporate that into my music, and you can find it on my Bandcamp page and listen to all the 20 songs on the Four Direction as you'd like. So there you go. What's up, Don? So good to see you. Mom and Dad are great. I spent some time with them a couple days ago for an early Mother's Day, and we had a blast. Thanks for asking, and happy Mother's Day weekend to all the moms out there. I have a very special surprise for the mothers and for folks who love their moms, miss their moms. I have a very special surprise coming for you this weekend, thanks to a collaboration with LJR, Luke Justin Roberts. So stay tuned. Tomorrow, that surprise will be revealed, but I can't say too much about it just yet because we're still putting the finishing touches on it. And really excited to share the Mother's Day surprise with folks this weekend. So lots coming down the pipeline. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Thanks, Andrea. And Martha May, it was a great experience. Granddaughter on her senior trip in Hawaii. Oh, beautiful. Jill's taking her mom out to lunch. I love it, Jill. That's so sweet. That's very kind. Yes, it's a Mother's Day weekend, so we'll get ready for a very, very special Mother's Day surprise coming this weekend, probably tomorrow if I can. So let's do another Mother's Day tune. This is one of my mom's favorite songs. It's called Growing Up and Growing Down, and it's also on Four Directions. So let's listen to this one together.
Back to the start on the road. song tunes call out from the radio, but no one seems to mind. All my shoes are right where I left them. The clocks keep ticking time. The world turns but the house stands still. That eastern wind still blows. Growing up and growing down, it's all I really know. I found a million ways to lose myself, but here I know my way around. I've been growing up far too long. Now it's time to start growing down. Coming back to my hometown, back to the start of my road. Growing up and growing down, it's all I really know. Yeah, it's all I really know. This house is all I really know. Well, life ain't long enough to see it all. We've got to find our hallowed ground. I've been growing up for far too long. Now it's time to start growing down. Now it's time to start growing down. Now it's time to start growing down.
Irene says, I do think all the songs you've played today have boots or shoes in them. And I think you're right. Long Way Back to Shanto, I say. Canyon powder all over my shirt. Something about these boots. I say something about boots in Long Way Back to Shanto. And I said in Shy Desert Morning, worn out shoes, I think so. And then in Growing Up and Growing Down, left my shoes by the door. All my shoes are right where I left them. Yep, you got it. Nice. Oh, hey there, Pam. Good to see you. Tell me your favorite. Tell me your favorite again. Remind me, please. I'm happy to play it for you. And yeah, that was Growing Up and Growing Down. Thanks to all the mothers out there. This is a photo of me and my mom back in the day. I was just a baby. That's me and my mama. Sound loud, a scream of fun. I guess there was a clock that kept chiming and said cuckoo. And I really liked that. I really liked it, the clock. So that's me and my mama way back in the Dizzy. And here is me as a wannabe baseball star. I was not very good at baseball, but I looked good in a baseball uniform. That's what mattered. I looked good in a hat. Just some photos from the younger days. Oh, Pam, yeah, Where We Come From. That's an absolutely great Mother's Day song as well. So let's do that one. Where We Come From coming up. And thanks to everyone for participating in this song. The music video is just amazing. And I'm so happy that it turned out as well as it did. Thanks to everyone for just giving it so much love. Let me see where we're at with the views for Where We Come From. Okay, it's up to 700 views. Wow, just a few weeks ago. So we are rocking it, and I love it. And here is the song, Where We Come From. Let's do it.
I took my backpack off coming home from class, opened up my homework. I had to ask my mom and dad where we come from. They sat me down and smiled at me, took out some old photos to let them breathe, and said, this is who we are and all we've done. It's the story of where we come from. My mom said, son, we come from a long line of workers. Most folks never heard of us, but that don't make us any less. We spun the cotton that most people wore. We built bridges after the war. Life back then was a lot more work than fun. Yeah, and that's where we come from. Working in the heat of a southern sun, we had to sweat to live. That's where we come from. My dad listened closely to my mom's reply, and he took my hand and looked into my eyes and said, son, now let me tell you about my side. He said, we come from a long line of survivors. We escaped the fires, but they're still burning around the world. We made the shoes that most people wore. We built a city from a hardware store. Life back then was always on the run. Yeah, and that's where we come from. Over the oceans, through the slums, we had to leave to live. That's where we come from. And then one day I look in my daughter's eyes when she asks the same to me. I'll tell her about our family and each branch that made this tree. I'll say, we come from a long line of workers. Most folks never heard of us, but that don't make us any less. We spun the cotton that most people wore. We built the bridges after the war. Life back then was a lot more work than fun. Yeah, we come from survivors. We escaped the fires. They're still burning around the world. Oh, we made the shoes that most people wore. We built the city from a hardware store. Life back then was on the run. Hey, that, my love, is where we come from. We are part of the thread that weaves the story of our family. And one day you'll make your mark too. I can only wish the best for you. Yeah, when you have a little one of your own, yeah, you can tell them, my love, the stories we spun. Yeah, you can tell them where we come from.
Cotton comes through what's called opening room into the card room into the slubbers, and it makes it into a ball about that big around of cotton. Not yarn now. That's not yarn yet. It's just cotton.
All right, that was Uncle Ben at the end there telling us about the cottons. And he says cotton comes through what's called an opening room, into the card room, into the slubbers. And it makes it into a ball about that big around of cotton. It's not yarn now. It's not yarn yet. It's just cotton. That's where we come from. And thanks to everybody for participating in the Where We Come From music video. It's one of my favorite things, I think, I've ever been a part of. And if you want to give it a watch or share it with your mama this weekend, I'll put the link in the chat. The Where We Come From music video. And it turned out so awesome. Oh, okay. Thanks for asking, Nicole. No, this is the live right now. Sorry about that. I am doing a Folk Friday for the first time in a couple weeks, so it's so good to see y'all again. And happy Mother's Day weekend to everyone. I've got a show tonight. Let's see where we're going on tour. Let's see what's happening on tour together. Here we go. I'll pull up my tour dates, and this is what they look like. Here we go. It's tour time. Woohoo! Time to get on the road. And you can find my tour dates there, and there's a nice little kind of map that you can check out. So here's all the dates. I'm touring from Virginia up to Maine this spring and summer. So I hope to be close to where you are soon. James, I'd love to see you in Connecticut. And let's see where we're gonna be. So tonight I'm in Morristown, New Jersey for the Folk Project. Got a couple songs on an open stage that they've got going on, which will be great. And then I'll be in Daryl's house. This is Daryl Hall of Hall and Oates. So Daryl has a club, and I'm playing the brunch show tomorrow at noon at Daryl's house. And then I'll be in Meriden, Connecticut that night at the Art and Soul Music Series. And then I'll be in Stroudsburg at the Sarah Street Grill on Sunday. Next week I'll be in Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, and New Jersey and Philadelphia. And then I've got an amazing hometown show May 19th at Pearl Street Warehouse. So all my Maryland, Virginia, DC folks, can't wait to see you there. I'm opening for an amazing band called Emerson Wolf and the Wishbones. So that'll be a really great show. Then I'm back in Philly for a couple days. Gonna be in Annapolis and Mount Airy before I've got a all original show at Rocklands Farm in Poolesville, Maryland at the end of the month. And I'll be in Olney, Maryland at the end of the month. So lots of shows coming up, and you can check out my tour dates on my website to find more information on each of those. So that is there. Ta-da! Tour time. And yeah, super excited for these shows. I've got a lot of great stages, great locations to be playing next. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, great to see you today too, and happy Mother's Day to everyone. Jill, yes, please buy your ticket to Cambridge. It's coming up. We'd love to see you there. And awesome. We'd love to see you there, Jill. So let's do one more tune for Folk Friday to bring it home for Mother's Day. And then I'm going to get ready for my upcoming show tonight in Morristown, New Jersey. And let's see what it's going to be. I think it'll be this one. Thanks, gang. And happy Folk Friday, everyone. We'll do one more song. This one's called Move As You Do, which is living your life in whatever age and way you want to live it. James, yes, come on out to the Pauling show. It's a brunch show, so you can just get brunch at the restaurant, and I'm happy to play for you. This one is called Move As You Do. Thanks, gang. Happy Mother's Day, and a very special Mother's Day treat is coming your way this weekend. So I can't wait to share that with you soon. let's rock.
Getting married after 30 is still beautiful. Starting a family after 35 years is still possible. And buying your first house after 40 is still a boss-ass move. Don't let people rush you with their timelines. Just move as you just move as you turning gray after 26 looks pretty good on you. Taking a year to go and travel the world. Could be when you're 42, still in love with your soul. At 80, drinking your coffee and going on dates. There's no rushing, no timelines. Just move as you just move as you just move as you move as you when you're 16, full of dreams. They'll tell you how it should be. Just go on and make your own life. Don't let people rush you with their timelines. Just move as you move as you just move as you just move as you just move as you.
All right, you lovely levitators, keep on moving as you do. Have a wonderful Mother's Day weekend. And thanks for cheering me on tour. I hope to see you soon on the road. And a very special Mother's Day surprise is coming for all of us tomorrow and on Sunday too. So lots to look forward to. Have a great weekend, everyone. Keep on moving and shaking and levitating, and it is absolutely my pleasure to continuing to do these Folk Fridays. They mean a lot to me too, and it's a wonderful way for me to stay connected and feel connected to you. And thanks for tuning in and spending some time with me today. So be well, have a great rest of your weekend. Call your mother, or and listen to the Where We Come From music video. That'd be great. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Louis. And be well out there. Hope to see you on the road very soon. Awesome, gang. See you soon. Keep on levitating. I love you, Mom. Bye now.